hot minute, and it's time to see if New York can handle the Florida Heat. Let's get this series started, Miles.
Thank you, Ali. Yes, we haven't seen some of these players on the stage in a hot minute, but we can guarantee that this series will take more than a minute. It's going to go to a Game 5, because your casters, Orlando and Study.
Thank you so much, Miles. Yes, indeed. I hate to tell you, crowd, whether you guys think it's going to be a 3-0 or 3-1. Jay, this is going 5 regardless.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
Let's just be real.
That's just what we do, man. Every time we step into the booth, we're going to a Game 5. We're a little dipped. We're probably the time torches, but it's all good. I like this show.
I do indeed. And Jay, I know we're getting ready to fly in for Hotel Hardpoint, but stress the importance of what is our maps and modes for this series. Why is the opener, these first few, so crucial for the Mutineers?
Oh, this opening map is massive for the Florida Mutineers. You see that record overall 4-7 last in rotations, but with this new squad, they're actually 2-0. They were able to take down some titans like Seattle Surge, like the Boston Breach. Winning both of those maps is going to give you a lot of confidence. So you have to do the same exact thing that you did versus those squads, and you have to be able to take this map #1, because when you talk about from match 3 to 5, Fortress Control, that's New York's best map. Mercado, Hardpoint, they have yet to find a win, and even on the hotel in that Game 5, New York already got the better of them there. So this map #1 is everything for the Mutineers.
Jay, I mean, it just feels like when we talk about a series, anytime that the Subliners are involved in it, you almost want to pick New York just because they have a Hydra. This guy has unbelievable explosive potential as they all begin to line up now for New York. That's 5 in a row as a team.
Oh, but that might be a mistake right there from New York. When they find all 4 of those kills, you get a little bit aggressive on the map, and now the spawns are going to flip. It's now with Hydra pushed out the way that he is. He's going to pick up all that information. No one's attacking from the front. But Florida, they have the bodies. They find 3 kills. Last player in the point is going to be Skies. Just got to get out with your life. Wait for your teammates to get back to the play.
You can tell. 132 to 96 as we go toward parking lot. As we said, should be an opportunity where the Mutineers were able to get a decent amount of seconds, but New York could have something up their sleeve. More specifically, Hydra made his way behind enemy lines. He eventually does get found out. A nice 3 in defeat here for Florida. As we said, trying to get back in this game, maybe take the lead. They've been so close at a number of different opportunities. Priesta makes his presence felt, and from there, New York strike.
That's good work right there from New York, and more specifically on Priesta. He was the only player towards kitchen side. He finds 2 kills, so eventually finds the break, and now flip the spawns. Florida all spawning out towards Double Death. Have to try to break it from the front end. Only 20 seconds remaining on towards top flat.
Right now, player 7 and Brack trying to make a play toward the back. The comms here for New York are going to be crucial, so let's go ahead and step aside and go to listening with the Subliners.
Yeah, I'm just holding. I'm just
I'm pretty sure his couches on me.
Couches, I can get him if he peeks.
Nice job.
I'm holding P4.
A nice double there for Big Cat, but it's really going to be about this rotation. Scrap points awarded, but you need another big team fight win.
Right now, New York, they find themselves in a perfect scenario. You have Skies that's already pushed out towards Bedroom, so he's going to cause problems for all the players on the Florida Mutineers, trying to locate where he is as he finds another kill on towards Havoc. Look at those spawns for Florida all the way towards Kitchen. They have to try to break through single arch, have to try to break through mid couches, as New York are just rallying up that time. 25 seconds until they take map 1.
Fellow just went a lovely little headshot there on Priesta. We'll see if that can make enough of a difference. 50 points is currently the scoreline. 35 still left over at the bar. Fellow trying to lead this team back. Very much so the veteran when it comes down to this roster. However, he gets filled with lead. Sky's to the other side. Now at 5 in a row. He eventually drops. Mutineers still contesting, still fighting.
Doing a great job of just winning the trade battle. Havoc finds 2, Brack eventually flies in for the 3rd, so the final 15 should go in favor of Florida.
The same thing can be said, but have New York found their lane? Caprista open things up. Hydra drops. Wave 1 clear, but here comes the next one. You can tell Subliners, they're trying to work out something, Jay, but they keep losing members.
Yeah, they're trying to figure out what angle they want to attack from. They're going to try to go from kitchen. Havoc cuts down one, but Skies is there for the trade. So far, Florida Mutineers, they have turned up to a whole different level. Only down by 20 points. They cannot win the game here. So you see New York, they should do a great job of taking control of that kitchen side. They're cutting their losses. They know that it's going to make it over towards the platform. You just have to win this next set of fights.
Oh my God, Havoc. A big gunfight victory for him. As long as he stays stationary, the rest of the Mutineers can begin to make their way forward. Fellow does eventually drop, but here comes the pressure. Player 5, player 6, those are the guys right now to look out for here for the Mutineers. A big fight that they're going to need to take, and can it be Capital's opportunity? Yes! He's able to grab it! New York However, drop him, and now they've got the time. It's gonna be another break from the front. Mutineers, they've got to get it done.
Only 5 seconds for both of these squads. Florida, they find the name kill. They can close it out right now. They are going at New York. Come out doing what they need to do in the map, #1, but do not have the ice in those final moments. Florida, take their time. Brack was the only guy staying alive towards back kitchen. And then eventually they set up the pinch from the front end. What a big nade kill comes in from Fellow. Relieves that pressure. The stack comes in from Florida Mutineers. And they take map 1. When Brack is on the lineup for the Florida Mutineers, when they're playing some Fortress Search and Destroy, he is 15-1 on the defensive side.
All right.
That's unbelievable. It's basically a guarantee. They are the best defensive team on Fortress Search and Destroy. And with him putting up the numbers that he is, you have to look at that guy to keep pace on this map to potentially put his team up 2-0. New York has to try to respond to. Look at those numbers, man. Oh my God.
All right, well, his defensive KD is a 15. So we're just breaking all kinds of barriers right now. Throw the stats out the window. Brack, a different beast. See dead silence pop from one member. Brack ends up getting the information. Most important part, he stays alive. Tags up Sky should return. Florida no now, Jay.
Florida no. Now that the bomb is going to be getting planted over towards B, so 2v2 on the retake. Brack is going to take his sweet time, pushing his way to the stables. He's able to take down Kismet. All of them disguised. He gets cut down. And Florida Mutineers on the defensive end are the best team in the game. Even in a 2v2 situation, no panic. There's no pull-up bar here, but Havoc is still making it happen. That guy's always trying to get a workout in.
I don't know, Jay, that doesn't look like a whole lot, like a pull-up to me, but an interesting exercise. He's also getting some sprints in. Capsule in return finds another. We're instantly in now to the 2v2. Havoc, eager for info, has got it. But now it brings it into a 1v1 Hydra versus Brack. And I believe Brack has popped that dead silence, so Hydra is going to have no idea. A free kill for Mr. 4KD. Florida now find themselves up 5-1.
I was waiting for this Florida Mutineers roster for quite some time. Show their stellar performance in Search and Destroy, especially when you allow a map like Fortress to get in. They're one of the best teams that we have on this map, and they're showing why. Now, New York has to try to put something together, man. They have to try to fight that.
Gotta do something. Okay,
oh my God.
there you go. Havoc strikes early, dead silence initiated. He'll have that one for a little bit longer. Bomb planted, New York trying to make them come to them, and Florida says, absolutely, I would love to. Make it 3 to kick off this round. Kismet, does he have an answer? He sees players, but right now, Fellow is on that bomb. Goodbye, Kismet. And hello to a 2-0 start to this series. Their first match on land together, and they're feeling good. Fist bumps are out. And on the other side of the stage, Jay, New York have got to be a tad dazed after seeing that 6-1 scoreline pop up.
Oh yeah, without question, man. We talk about a close, very close map, #1, and then going into a Search and Destroy that you played yesterday versus Toronto. You saw the little mistakes that you needed to fix. When you're getting that first flood, you have to make sure that you're winning those trade fights. But Florida Mutineers, just way too strong on the defensive setup. You have playmakers like Havoc who finds the timing every single time. We saw.
Anyway, I know that we're all here in Texas. We're having a wonderful time, but if you haven't already, make sure to load up, get in the game, and within probably, I don't know, Jake, 2 hours, you'll be a higher rank than me.
Yeah, that is despicable, my friend. I don't understand what you were doing. Why are we not grinding? I haven't been able to play Call of Duty with you for a long time.
Within like 48 hours, you were already top 250. I literally couldn't even play with you.
But we were in the green room casting the online stage. You were telling me you were getting turned on left and right, brother. That's unacceptable. We need to get better gunning.
Are you gonna do that in front of these fans?
I'm sorry, man. I just gotta tell the truth. I'm not a liar.
I thought we had something special.
We do have something special.
We have,
but we gotta get better. We gotta be grinding.
All right, Jay. We gotta. Okay. After the series is over, we gotta get like a therapist of some sort to improve this. Absolutely disgusting. Ricardo Hardpoint coming up next. It's gonna be a blast, guys. So far this series, he's having a ball. A 1.5. That's ridiculous.
As Priest does at least find that kill onto Brack. able to take him off of a little bit of time towards this P2. But it's going to be New York in that full rotation over towards 10.
All right, fellow. Lovely 8-3 start for him. We talked how he's been to the objective, but this man can still slay. Ladies and gentlemen, 8-3. After 2 hard points, the last iteration of the Mutineers, as we said, 0-6 when it came down to Mercado hardpoint. They were last in breaks, but what can this team do? One player spawns out, current 4v3. Brack looking for the angle as Mutineers begin their attack.
Hey, you just got to bait for Fellow right here. You know how crucial that cruise missile can be in the later half of this game. He's just going to try to push right on in. He eventually does drop the Kismet. I would like to see Fellow just take his time there because that kill was so important. Eventually leads to Kismet finding 3. So New York needed a response at the 10 hill to get themselves back into this game. And it's looking like it's potentially going to be a full 60 hold for them to take the lead. Towards Brack, and now Florida picking up all those kills. They are able to flip the map. They're getting closer and closer to that 250-point mark. But Hydra, my name is Paco. He strikes again. He finds 3.
My name is Paco. Hydra, my word. Having an answer, and he's going to need another one, but you can guarantee that he's going to have himself a moment. Now on 5 in a row, 1 away from the cruise. However, a few players have started to make their way toward the backside.
Got it back
Mutineers, they have an angle, they have a chance. Player number 7 not going to get any close spawn, so with that, sweat off the brow, Hydra eventually falls off of his spree. And now here comes Florida. They've got numbers for the moment.
Look at the spawns for New York all the way at 10, so it's going to be all-out pressure for Florida through the back alley. Hydra knows that this is where you have to invest that cruise missile. Give the information to your teammates of where they're all coming from as they find 3 in the feed. And now they're going to be able to get fully set up for bottom cantinas. Florida have to try to find a break. There's 3 stacking through that barbershop alley.
Need a break now. As we said, for the Mutineers, this game is huge. Momentum is starting to go the other direction. It's starting to favor the left side of the screen. Fellow able to find one, but Skies is able to answer. Can Caesar find another? Presence fell. A few tags, a few shots exchanged. 15 seconds still to fight for. Meanwhile, that rotation is happening. Skies wins his fight. And on the other side, I believe it's New York who also are in the driver's seat, but here comes Brack. Can this streak deliver? Yes, it does. Brack able to find 1, and now it's Florida who find themselves in desperate need of a bit of map positioning. An all-out headbutt now. Look at 10, we go, 3 down.
That's good work right there for Florida to get that cruise missile invested so you get all the information on where they're trying to break in from. They find all the kills. They are also able to shut down Hydra. Capsule currently on a 3-3, trying to turn up for the Florida Mutineers. This has been such a back and forth hard point, but it's looking like Florida gonna take the lead right on back.
Oh my God, another lead change. Capsule doesn't know where to look. Does not know where to look, and from there,
Skies,
oh, he does not spot Fellow from the top. That's a big 1v1. Mutineers, now we're able to grab that, and now it's a battle of the rotations. It has been all-out chaos, and it begins again.
New York just had 2 players spawning towards the middle of Godheady because Florida had a couple players spawn out towards back alley Bananas. And now, it looked like to be Florida, after winning all those gunfights, are now not gonna have those preferred spawns. New York can potentially win it here, but now you have 1 player, Kizit, spawning all the way across the map. Florida has to put on the pressure.
We talked about it in our opening hardpoint. So many HPs lately for New York have been going down to the wire, and they have been losing them. Can it be the opportunity? Could this be the catalyst? Or is it chaos again? It is chaos again! Florida find every single kill, and now they find themselves in the best position possible. NYSL beginning to scramble. A few more kills, and this could be series. This could be series. Fellow drops. Capital, the big 1v1. He's able to take it. Oh, big cap. Not able to find another. And now for New York, it could come down to this. Havoc, if he wins this, that could be game. If Havoc wins it, did they get the tick? Did they get the tick? Is it game? Is this it? Is this it? Yes, it is. Talk about big brain plays. Route Man gets paid again. Havoc, no opportunity to hesitate. Everybody, every single player was thinking about their rotation, Jay, except for one. That being Colt. He goes for the last second challenge. He wins that. And the Mutineers call series. How's that for an upset?
Man, that was not expected, Matt. Usually in those final moments, when you find yourself in a situation where you could win off of that old hill, if Havoc doesn't find that 1v1 kill, he basically causes his team the map because you don't have the numbers off the rotation. But he timed it perfectly. Didn't check his corner. He finds that kill onto Hydrant, and that time it started to tick, man. Havoc's thinking in the back of his mind, hopefully I get this last little tick to close out the game, because I potentially almost costed my team that map number 4.
And commiserations to the Subliners, but the Florida man just came out to play. They were gifted that opportunity to make the comeback on the hotel. They looked clinical in the Fortress Search and Destroy, and when it matters most, down the wire, down the stretch here of Mercado. As we said, man, comes down to 1v1, and that's it.
And now it's Florida versus Optic.
Oh,
Wow, that was a spicy one.
Woo. All right, I know Texas was excited. Maybe I think you might worry them now, Jake. For myself and Studies, we toss it over to the main stage. Miles, take it away, buddy.
Thank you very much, guys. I'm joined with Fellow of the Mutineers. Fellow, congratulations on a big win.
Thank you, Miles. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
So,
you guys, thank you.
crowd's been on your side.